The beast, nurtured by Gaia, had already defeated 4 of the most powerful gods. Ares, Apollo, and Artemis were defeated by Typhon. Not even the great and powerful Poseidon could stop him. When they saw that the monster was already climbing Mount Olympus, the deities panically fled the heavenly abode, disguised as animals, fleeing to Egypt. In the land of the pharaohs, the animals-shaped gods had their divinity recognized, and they began to be worshipped as gods. On Mount Olympus, only Zeus and his daughter Athena were left to face Typhon. The beast kept spewing flames as the goddess protected herself behind her sacred shield. Athena charged at the monster, trying to hit Typhon's heart. But the goddess was grabbed in midair and thrown against a pillar. Zeus tried to defend his favorite daughter by firing one of his thunderbolts, but he hopelessly watched the beast block his attack with ease. Zeus was struck by a powerful blow, and while he attempted to get back on his feet, he caught a glimpse of Cronus' scythe, the weapon capable of killing a god. Zeus wielded his father's weapon and wanted to put an end to Typhon. The god cut through the tentacles that tried to block his path and attempted to cut the monster's neck. Typhon dodged the strike and landed a powerful counterblow. Zeus, now wounded, dropped Cronus' scythe. Typhon grabbed the divine weapon, and the supreme god was completely at his mercy. The god was lifted from the ground by Typhon, who, using his scythe, ripped out Zeus's tendons. The supreme god was defeated, and Typhon treasured his victory. After having fulfilled his mission, Typhon shed his bestial form, exchanging it for an avatar that he thought was nobler, for the new lord who would reign over the heavens. Without his tendons, Zeus was completely defenseless. Typhon commissioned his wife, Echidna the Serpent Woman, to protect the box that held Zeus's tendons. In the meantime, Zeus was chained in a humiliating way. But the god still had allies. Pan, the god of the wild, and Hermes, the light-footed messenger god, were trying to come up with a plan to rescue Zeus's tendons. The gods waited for Typhon to walk away from the tendons to move on with their plot. With his powerful shout, capable of generating panic in the bravest warrior, Pan drove Echidna into a state of confusion. At the same time, Hermes used all his speed to steal the precious box. As Pan attempted to distract the Serpent Woman, Hermes ran to Zeus to free him. The god broke the chains that imprisoned his father and gave him back his tendons. Zeus stood up again, and his heart was seized by the desire to have his revenge against Typhon. A lackey informed Typhon that Zeus had been rescued and was seeking revenge. Typhon was furious to discover that his prisoner had fled. Unsure of his fate, he decided to visit the Moirai, the women who weave the destiny of men and gods. They revealed to him that his re-encounter with Zeus was imminent, and that if nothing was done, his defeat would be inevitable. The Moirai gave him a fruit, telling him that it was a magical delicacy that would increase his power. But what Typhon didn't know is that the Moirai hated everything the monster stood for, since he was an agent of chaos, while they upheld the order. They had poisoned the fruit offered to the monster. Typhon started to feel sick, and some of his strength drained away. That's when Zeus emerged for the ultimate showdown. The god and the monster measured forces. Thanks to the fruit of the Moirai, Zeus and Typhon fought on equal strength and power. But the monster's courage was shaken, noticing he no longer had superiority over his enemy. Zeus's confidence only grew as he realized his opponent's fear. Typhon noticed that his victory would not come by a fair fight and assumed his colossal form. Zeus dodged the attacks of the dangerous tentacles, making his enemy increasingly frustrated. The god realized that it was the moment to take back the initiative and attacked. The Lord of the Universe focused all his power in a single thunderbolt. The god fired his devastating thunderbolt at Typhon's head. The gigantic monster fell, but he was immortal, just like the gods. Zeus then made use of his divine strength and threw a huge mountain over Typhon. The creature was finally definitively defeated and imprisoned. The Olympian gods returned from Egypt and knelt before Zeus's throne, the god who had defeated the forces of chaos and established order in the universe. Under the massive mountain on the island of Sicily, the monster Typhon remains imprisoned. In his moments of fury, the beast makes the mountain spit fire and lava. This huge volcano is known as Etna, one of the world's most active. Thousands of years later, it is still possible to behold the fury of Typhon.